Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. Pleased to be joined by Alex Jamison of Port Huron Northern Boys Basketball. How's it going?
It's going well. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. So you're a sophomore now. So what's it gonna be? What has it been like just to, get second year varsity boys basketball? How are you getting now? It's like you're just accustomed to getting, used to everything. And what is it? What's it like now in year two?
Yeah, I'm definitely a lot more comfortable like during games just because I've been able to have a year of it. But at the same time, like I've had to step up into a bigger role as more of like a leader. So that's also been tougher, like bigger shoes to fill, I'd say.
Yeah, for sure. I must ask this question as well. What is life like now that Tyler's up at college now? It's got to be a weird feeling to, this year because, he's not there.
Yeah, no, it's super weird. Like it's just especially the basketball aspect, like every game, like you're just like expecting like you see Tyler and you get to play with Tyler and even at home, like every day, like I'm just like, oh, like he's just not here anymore. And it's definitely an adjustment. Definitely not as fun around the house, I'd say.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I mean, I know he's doing I know he's doing well up at Fairleigh Dickinson and all that stuff. Just kind of just going into that. What's it? Have you been out there to visit him and all that? Have you been out on campus and all that stuff? I know you've been there, but have you been out to visit him lately?
Yeah, I went there. I've been there twice. I've been there recently, like a few weeks ago. We went and saw him one weekend. So yeah.
Okay. So this season, I know it's only been a few games, but how is it going? Just knowing that I know, not having Tyler, but also not having a lot of the seniors there for last year. And I know you guys are a pretty young team, but a lot of key pieces came back, even though you did lose a lot.
Yeah, no, we've had a lot of guys come back like from last year, but I still say it's definitely a little tougher because even the guys who returned are still young and we're still like trying to figure it out. So like as the guys who are the leaders of the team still also trying to figure it out, it's been a little tougher and we definitely had to come together as a team more recently, I would say.
Yeah. So what specifically did you work on with your game this summer?
I would say Yeah, I would say probably finishing around the rim. Like, cause like last year, I was more of a spot up shooter, and we had a lot of guys going downhill to where like my skills are mostly needed on the 3 point line. Whereas this year, I'm probably gonna need to get more downhill and be an attacker.
Yeah. What is just like are you still are you still doing the Jimmy John's trips?
Absolutely, every game.
Yeah. That the first time you had to do that had to be weird.
Yeah, it was super weird because it's just like every time I would just go with Tyler, and now he's not there.
Yeah. Um yeah. Yeah. Now I gotta go to Jimmy John's because of that. So
Yeah.
um yeah, yeah. And it's Slim Five with no cheese. Wait, it's Slim Five with cheese. So it's up there. It hit that hits the spot, man. Um so let me ask you this, going through these next few games, really what do you want to see out of, this team? Because this is the part of the season where the games are all spread out all over the place. It's not going to be as consistently with the Tuesday Fridays until really the new year comes in. But what's it going to be like you want to see out of these next few games before the break and before the new year?
I really want to see us like play a whole game, like all 4 quarters as a team. Like we've had some quarters where guys have gone off and we haven't been able to do what we usually do. And so I want to see like a full game out of us to where we can really piece together and have come out with a good win.
Yeah. How do you mentally get ready for a game?
I really don't do much. I'll just sit there like I kind of sit at home. A lot of times like throughout the day I'll think about the games, but I try to not think about it as much just to stay focused and think about just what's going to go on during the game, and not so much like what's going to go around the game.
Yeah. Okay, so going into, really these next few, I mean, it's I know your dad likes to get some tough opponents out there, and really challenge this team to get ready for conference play and the postseason. But really, you got some tough ones coming up.
Yeah, no, but like we like to have the competition, like because like you said, like these games, the tough opponents, the non-conference ones, are the ones that are going to get us prepared for the postseason and to be able to make a run in the playoffs.
Yeah. Um, all right. Let's get to know you a little bit. How about that? I know we got to know you last year, but let's get to know you more.
All right.
All right. Favorite let's see. Favorite food.
Favorite food? I'd probably go chicken wings.
Okay. Where is the best place to get chicken wings?
Oh, my go-to is Buffalo Wild Wings. We used to go there every time after every game last year.
Okay. Um, let's see. Go-to place for food.
Jimmy John's.
Okay. Um, let's see. Best moment from last season.
Best moment from last season. I would say the win over Hamtramck in the fifth game of the year, because that game really like it showed our community and it showed the rest of the state that like we were really there.
Yeah. Um, let's see. What is favorite movie?
Favorite movie. My favorite movie is probably Talladega Nights.
Okay. Rank your top 5 fast food restaurants.
Top five fast food.
Now they can be like it goes. So one has to be the best, and five has to be there's still five out of that. So like your basic fast foods they count, but also like the Chipotle's, the Qdoba's, the Jimmy John's, the Panera's, people that it's kind of like the premium fast food restaurants count too. So
Yeah,
um
I would go. I think Panera. Panera sits at number one.
okay,
Then I'd probably go Firehouse Subs.
okay,
Then I'll go Jimmy John's. And then I would say I'm a big Chick-fil-A guy.
okay,
And then I still traditional McDonald's.
yeah. No, I mean nothing goes wrong with McDonald's.
Yes.
Although I never had a Big Mac before, and probably
Neither have I.
no, I don't need no, I don't need a Big Mac. Um, so although hamburgers are good. Um, so okay, and finally, what is an interesting fact about you?
Interesting fact about me. I would say all of my dogs that I've had throughout my lifetime, and even my dad, have all been named after NBA players.
That's actually an interesting fact. I know you currently have one right now, but what did you name it this time?
It's Chauncey Billups.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. All right. Um, all right. All right, Alex, thank you so much for the time as always. We'll talk to you soon.
Yeah. Thank you for having me.